What an unbelievable college football game. That was college football at its best for sure. You know, I thought both teams both laid it on the line. Both teams, it was an incredibly physical game. And, you know, games like that usually come down to a couple plays, and that's what happened, and they made a couple plays. But, you know, we had every opportunity. We never trailed the game till, what, a minute 8, and we go right down the field, and we just make one mistake right there. But you got to give them credit. Again, they made a couple of plays. Obviously, the quarterback. I mean, he made two. He made two of the greatest runs you're ever going to see, and he was spectacular. Just incredible individual effort by him, and you know, it was certainly the difference in the game. You know, so 3rd and 15, they're late, and we got a spy on him, and you know, he was just better than us right there, and he made an unbelievable play. And then really proud of how we responded, and you know, we're in position to at a minimum get a field goal. We got a timeout. We're in a good spot, and we just made a bad decision right there. You know, we wanted to take a shot outside. And for some reason, he scrambled. And even if it's complete, it doesn't help us. You know, we just kept now. Got to use the timeout. But so just one mistake. But man, I thought the kids competed their butts off. I mean, you saw the heart of the team. These games are obviously painful when they don't go your way. Anytime you lose, but certainly when you lose a rivalry game. And man, I thought Cade played his heart out. We just missed a few plays. You know, we had a slant that's probably might go to the house, and we were inches off. But you saw some young guys out there, you know, really compete their tails off, and then defensively, man, they were relentless in creating some turnovers, and it was, again, a very physical game. But at the end of the day, I thought Sellers was the difference in the game. And I thought our crowd was awesome. I mean, it was probably as loud as I've heard the Valley in quite a while. It was an incredible environment. And man, just, you know, it's really disappointing that we couldn't reward them with the win. And again, we had every opportunity, didn't get it done. But you know, so you got to give credit where credit's due, and that's to you know, South Carolina. They got it done, and you know, so for us, hey man, we again, as I said, going into this thing, we had a good year. We could have had a great year, and but you know, you got to win that game to have a great year. Right? We're 9-3. We got better in a lot of ways this season, in our regular season. So many positives that we can build on. We got a heck of a team. A lot of the core of our guys will be back. So there's certainly, I thought our quarterback, even though, you know, like I said, he had a critical mistake right there at the end. Man, he had a heck of a year, and he really did a lot of great things. So a lot to build on, but man, this one just, man, this is tough, and it hurts. It really hurts when you lose a game like that. And again, I thought both teams laid it on the line. I mean, absolutely competed to the last play, and at the end of the day, they made the two plays that were the difference. You know, credit to them. Any questions?
Coach, in 2010, you played at Auburn, lost in overtime. Did you feel like you're playing against Cam Newton today, the way Sellers was running the ball?
Well, I mean, he was special. I mean, again, there was just a couple of times we had him. I mean, we had a few sacks. I don't know what the number was. Would we have 3 sacks? Is that what we had? Probably should have had 6. And you know, he just escaped. He escaped, and you saw that on tape. You know, I mean, he's won a couple of games for them. I saw the same thing in the Missouri game. We had a couple that we had him like big time negative yardage. Somehow he got out, and then you know, but the couple of runs were just huge. The first one was a scramble run, and I mean, it was just, he's fast, he's strong, he's a really good player, you know, a competitive guy, and you know, he was just a little bit better on a couple of those plays that were the difference in the game. And again, we had plenty of opportunities. We missed a couple of opportunities on offense, capitalized, that were disappointing, but again, that's championship football. I mean, again, it was a great college football game. for sure. Both teams wanted it, both teams competed with everything they had, and they made a couple critical plays that ultimately made the difference in the game.
Did you get an explanation on their review that appeared to come after the ball was spent?
Yeah, there were several questionable things out there today, but you know, we still had plenty of opportunity to win the game.
What was I guess if Cole Turner was running free, it looked like on that play,
Right there at the end, last
No,
one.
I'm sorry, the one that they reviewed, the trick play.
Yeah, we had it set up, we just got stepped on and we're tripping. And so the play just didn't get up. We had, it was the right situation, and I think we were gonna have a good play right there. And this was a tough break, and, you know, we thought he was down, you know, but, you know, all the reviews went against us today. Yeah, and then I think we had a completed pass when they blew the whistle on that one. So there's been some strange things happen this year that I really don't have any explanation for. But again, we had every opportunity. They had some tough breaks too.
I guess second possession, you guys go for it on fourth down.
Yeah.
With the juggle package.
Yeah, missed opportunity. And they made a good play, and you know, it was a huge missed opportunity right there. And that's one of them. Those are things that, you know, and when it comes down to 2 plays, those are things that you look back on and just, man, it's frustrating. So you know, that was a huge play for them.
I guess they're thinking of going for the points, taking a field goal, or I guess what was the thinking?
We thought we'd get it. You know, if I kicked the field goal, then you're probably saying, why did you go for it on 4th and inches? So, I mean, you know, but we just made a decision in the moment that we believed in, and it didn't work. They made the stop.
You know, look at some positives from the game. It seemed like the offensive line did pretty well against their pass rush.
Protected well. I thought they really protected well. That was a real positive in the game. We never felt stressed on the, you know, there was another one they sacked us. We thought they were offside, but we never felt stressed. Like, I thought they held up really well, and so that was a positive from it.
In that fourth quarter, was Sammy banged up, or did you see something where you wanted to take him off and use extra DB?
We just working the packages that we worked all week, and you know, nothing wrong with Sammy or anything. We got in a little bit more nickel. We got into some what we call cyclone as well, especially on some of the long yardage stuff. I feel like we don't have to change how they're going to play, but you know, nothing more than that.
Coach, this is the first time in a long time that this rivalry game has had these kinds of stakes. Moving forward, does this rivalry and the opportunities that are ahead excite you, scare you? South Carolina is a competitor now.
They've always been a competitor. I mean, we've always had respect for this rivalry. It's a great rivalry, but this is just one game. They won today. You know, they're state champions this year. It's a year-to-year deal. But again, I think Shane deserves a lot of credit for the season that they've had. They've had a great season, and we're both 9-3. And you know, we had an opportunity to really have a great season with a win today, and we didn't get it done. And but again, it's always been a competitive game. Last year was a competitive game. I've been in a bunch of these. It's my 21st game, so we've been in a bunch of them. But it's all about, you know, how this game, and we didn't get it done today. So we give them credit and keep moving.
Dabo, Cade and players talked about their apology to the seniors after this game. Just kind of what's your message to the seniors after a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, just your heart breaks for them. I mean, it's just part of it. You sign up for this deal and you're part of high-level competition. Sooner or later it ends, you know, and we all want to write the script that we want for it to end. I mean, sometimes it goes the way you want it, but oftentimes it doesn't, you know. But at the end of the day, how'd you play? You know, and those guys competed their butts off, man. Barrett, when he came up with a big fumble recovery today. You know, again, I can't ask more of our guys than what I saw today from a heart standpoint, a competitive thing, physical. You know, sometimes you just get beat, and you got to give the opponent credit. I mean, they made a couple of great plays, and that's the bottom line. And you know, sometimes that happens. We had an opportunity again. We never even trailed until minute 8 in the game. Our kids competed their tail off. We had a couple critical mistakes. It cost us. They made a couple of great plays that they just made. And, you know, that's what great players do. And, you know, so I saw a great player in Sellers today. I mean, I thought he was, I mean, that was pretty special. I mean, there was a couple you just tip your hat, and you got to give him credit for that. So it seems like a great young man, seems like a great leader. And he, at both sides, I mean, I thought the heart was on full display on both teams. And, you know, again, it's a shame somebody's got to lose the game, but, you know, there's going to be a winner or a loser. Today we lost, and they won. So, got on that.
With Lenore's, did you feel like you guys were tackling, hitting him the way that you wanted to and just not getting him to the ground? Like, do you give him the credit, or do you say, hey, we needed to do a better job?
I mean, certainly, you know, you try to hang on. I give him credit. I mean, we had him dead to rights a few times, and all you got to do is watch, what is this, game 12? Just watch every game. It's like, it's a rerun. It doesn't matter who they're playing. Everybody they played, he did that. So, it certainly wasn't just us. I mean, we made some great plays on him too. We did some really good stuff, but he made a couple of the biggest plays in the game that were the difference in the game. I mean, the 2 runs were spectacular. I mean, the 3rd and 15, I mean, you're two downs from winning the game right there. And he runs off a 20-yard touchdown run on 3rd and 15 with a spy, and he escaped and made a play. But if you watch all 12 games, it's the same thing every week. You know, he was a huge difference for them. You know, this year, their quarterback was a huge difference in them being not our quarterback. We're not 9-3 without our quarterback. Our quarterback, he had 2 great plays with his legs today. We certainly aren't sitting here where we are, you know, without him having the type of year he had. And Shane would be the first to tell you they're not where they are without the year that their quarterback had. So it's 2 great quarterbacks battling it out today, and you know, he was the difference in the end.
Coach, one of the rare notes of the game is winning the turnover margin and still coming up short. The defense, you talk about the crowd. I mean, it was just an atmosphere, another new rivalry game. And what are your thoughts on just how the defense just tried to do what they can against a pretty insurmounting odds with a great player like Sellers?
Yeah, I mean, it's rare that we win the turnover margin games. That's a very rare thing. You know, and again, that happened today. But Cade, I think he had like 100-something completions or throws in a row without an interception. And again, that was just a bad decision right there. You know, in that situation. And you know, like I said, even if it's completed, we're gonna have to kick it. You know, in that spot. But I suppose just throw it away or whatever. We were trying to win the game. You know, we had plenty of opportunity to win the game in that situation, and with a timeout to kick the field goal. So, but you know, yeah. I mean, when the turnover margin get beat, it's a couple plays. I mean, I think at least you're going to probably go to overtime right there. But it was a great college football game. I mean, there's no denying that. I mean, it stinks to be on this side of it, but that was a hell of a college football game, and a bunch of young people battling it out with everything they got, and we came up short on our end.
It's come in different ways, but the rushing defense struggles just throughout the year. How frustrating is that for you? You always talk about how important that is as part of
Yeah, we've been much better. I thought we had a couple games. Obviously, the Louisville game was a poor performance. We had a bad day, but we really rallied back. Did a great job at Virginia Tech and Pitt, and you know, again, we did a really good job at times today, but their quarterback just made some plays that created some problems for us. But you know, just got to keep getting better. You know, we got good players and we got a lot of guys back, and again, those kids are going to keep improving.
Is there an injury update on R.J. Mickens?
I don't have anything.
Go ahead.
You talked after the Pittsburgh game about just the belief, obviously Cade having that type of drive and being able to have that belief that grows in. What would you want him to take from kind of this final, series that he had? Obviously, he pushed you guys all the way down the field. Quite able to finish.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great learning opportunity for him. Like I said, just the situation right there. I mean, we really just were trying to just take a shot outside to the end zone, and for some reason he flushed. Okay, that's fine. I think it was first down. Might have been second down. Was it first or second down?
Spiked it,
Second down, and so, just throw it away. If you didn't, there's no reason to, create the scramble. Like I said, with that situation, even if it's complete to Maffa, if it's the first quarter, that's fine, But if it's complete to Maffa right there, we're gonna have to use the last time out kicking. So that's just a decision he'll learn from right there. Should have just thrown it out of bounds and let's go to third down. We got one more shot, and then we kick it. And we go to overtime and see what happens. But, so he made a lot of great plays. And I know that play will be magnified and that was a mistake. So he'll learn from it. That kid's got a lot of football ahead of him. And, he's hurting from it. And their kid made a good play. I mean, that was a tough play. Tips are usually picks, and that's what happened in that situation. It was a nice play by him. So he'll learn from it. He'll follow, just like he learned from a lot of mistakes last year and came back and he had a great year this year. At the end of the day, that's one play and a great year that kid had. But it was a heck of a drive, down the field. Heck of a drive. Hey, we didn't finish it.
You talked about the opportunity this game presented. You're kind of speaking next year now. Just kind of how do you square with the fact that this was right there and you guys could have had it?
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity. I mean, I've done this a long time, Chapel. I mean, there's been a lot of opportunities that haven't gone my way. You only really lose in life if you quit. Just keep going. I mean, this is football. I mean, sometimes you get beat. You never ever want to lose a game. I mean, I wish I could tell you that every year we go undefeated and never lose a game. That's not reality. This is a lot of high stakes, missed opportunity, and we had it. Just didn't get it done. Again, sometimes you got to give the opponent credit, and they deserve credit because I thought they made the critical plays, and we had every opportunity. We didn't do it, but you pick yourself up, and you get back in the fight, and keep moving. So that's it. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it other than, congratulations to the opponent. You're disappointed and it didn't go your way, but I mean, gotta keep going. We got another game. I'm not sure where we'll play or whatever, but we'll have another game and an opportunity to hopefully finish with a win and a 10th win and another postseason win. Build on that. A lot of football ahead, and that's why we've had such a great program for a long time. Hasn't always gone perfect. You keep going, We've had some really, really good moments, and we've had some really, really crappy moments. But we have a great program because we've always kept going. That's what we'll continue to do.
I know it wasn't your focus after this was over, but will you go home and watch the second half of Syracuse Miami, or kind of what are the team's plans?
Well, sure. The team's plans?
Yeah. Are y'all gathering and watching, or is it kind of just?
No. Everybody's pissed.
Yeah.
Everybody's disappointed. There's a lot of disappointment, man. There's no gathering. We didn't get the job done today, but yeah, certainly I'll watch and see what happens. But whatever God's got for us, He's got for us. I mean, I don't know. That's just how I look at it, and we'll see what the next. We'll know our next step here pretty soon, and then we'll pick ourselves up, dust off, and see if we can go finish the way we want to finish, and then learn and grow from everything this year, and see if we can get better for next year.
Any questions for Coach virtually? Anybody else in the room? All right, thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.